Hello, I'm gonna explain my solutions for the second homework. Let's start right away. In question 1, at the beginning I import Java util scanner. After that I added a scanner. And then I took three variable value from the user, which are A, B, and C. And then I created two more variable, result and Y. In result, I did the calculation. Let me show you the whole calculation. And I called, let me show you this part Y. I did that because we all in the program we must also check division by zero errors. So this part cannot be zero because uh, for that a have to be negative number, and if a is negative number, it's gonna print error. So this part cannot be zero, but this part can be zero. So I called it Y. And if A, B, or C is negative number, it's gonna print error. If A equals to 0, it's gonna print error, because you see, if A here dividing this number, so it can cause an error. If Y equals to 0, it's also gonna print error. Anything else, it's gonna print result. For question 2a, we are adding a scanner. After that, we are taking three number from user, and we are using at the first logical operators. I used AND operator. In here we have three number, which means we have six different variation. I lined them up in here. That's it. So let's go to the question 2b. In question 2b, we are going to use nested if statements. So I added a scanner, and then I took the numbers from user, and then I started doing nested if statements. And I started if A bigger than B and if B bigger than C. That means minimum number is C. Anything else, minimum number is B. Likewise in here, and also likewise in here. That is also that. I don't have much explaining to do for that question. In question 3, we are going to calculate the total bill for the car stayed in the car park. Let me show you the question first so I can explain better. Oh, and I didn't use any logical operator in question 2b2. So in the first hour, it's gonna charge 2 points or 250, and the next 5 hours is gonna charge 1, and the rest of them is gonna charge half Turkish lira. So I created an integer called x, and I took the value of x from the user, and I created another variable which called price. So I started my coding in here with if x equals 1, that means price equals 250, and it's gonna say the bill is 250 Turkish lira. If x bigger than 1 and x smaller or equal than 6, smaller than 6 or equal to 6, code will work like this: x minus 1 times 1 plus 250. We are this is minus 1 because 250 is already for the first hour, and that means we're gonna drop 1 hour from the x, and anything else, which means if x bigger than 6, price will go down like x minus 6 times 0.50 plus 5 times 1 plus 250. 250 for the first hour, 5 times 1 for the next 5 hour, and the rest of them x minus 6 times 0.50. And let's go to the last question. In this question we are using what we call them, I forgot the name, conditional operators. Okay, so we got integer a, b, c, and d. I just gave random values to them, and I created small 1, small 2, and smallest. I type small 1 if a bigger than b, which is a boolean. If this boolean true, it's gonna give us a. I'm sorry, b for the smallest one. If it's wrong, it's gonna give us a. And likewise in here, it's going if this boolean is true, it's gonna give us d. If this is wrong, it is going to give us c. And for the smallest, I compared small 1 and small 2. If this one is true, it's gonna give us small 1. If this one is false, it's gonna give us small 2. That means smallest will be equal to small 2. So, and then I just printed smallest number is smallest. That is it. Thank you for watching. I hope I can get a good grade for this.